Hello my friend and welcome back. My name is Hannah and today I have some things I want to vent about, to get off my chest, document, whatever. So if you would like to hear some of my workplace drama, kind of what's going on in my life, and you're also getting ready, please join me because I am also going to be getting ready. I picked some things out of my stash. I guess you could say I did a little bit of a shop my stash. And I don't know what kind of look for I'm going for exactly, but anything that I use in today's look, I will always have linked down below, as well as the rest of my social medias. And I don't know, I'm seeing in my analytics page that a lot of you that are watching aren't subscribed, so please make sure to like and subscribe. Every subscriber helps, and I love you and I appreciate it. And I mean, I don't know, maybe you don't like my videos enough that you want to subscribe. I hope I could win you over eventually. But let's go ahead and start this look. I'm going to go in with my primer. I've really been enjoying this Milk primer. I don't know, I think it's really good. And should I have bought a full size during all of those sales? Probably, but you know, it is what it is. I do have some new products that I want to talk about today that I got in the mail. So remember when I said that I was going to do a first impressions of the new stuff from Uoma Beauty? Well, I got my order today. I'm filming this on December 1st. Let me tell you. I made that order the moment that I saw Trendmood post that they were going to have new stuff, because the products were already live. I tried to purchase them from my Walmart because I was inside of my Walmart, and they told me to put the items back on the shelf because they couldn't sell them to me. Something about it not being in their register, so they didn't know if it was ready to be out yet. And I showed them that, like, the site even announced that it was ready and available, and they still didn't want to sell it to me. So I said, you know what, that's fine, I'll just order it online. They did give me a notice in my email saying that, you know, the post has been crazy, and it has been due to COVID and, you know, all the shipping delays and, you know, just the holidays in general. But I have my package in front of me, but I still have yet to receive a shipping notification. And I'm always pretty good about, like, checking my spam box and things like that. So it's just been a hassle to get anything from this brand, because even when I bought the foundation and the stuff earlier on, that was a headache and a half. So I don't know, I think I might just take a break from this and just kind of avoid it altogether, because it's great, but not enough to, I don't know, jump through all these hoops to get the items. So they do have this, like, eyebrow thing. Oh, and the thing that also bothers me about the eyebrow thing is that it doesn't have any, like, shade descriptions. It just has pictures, and I mean, I don't know, you can't just trust what's in the image. But I know one side is a pencil, and then I believe the other side, ooh, actually, should I do that? The other side is a gel, I believe. Yes, I do like this mini itty bitty baby brush, so we'll see. But let's start with my eyebrows. I don't know, so that was annoying me about this order, and I don't know. I do also have a lip gloss. I don't know if I'll be using it today though, but I did get the shade Rosy. What else do I have for you? Oh, I guess I should just start talking about my work stuff, because I don't know. I don't know when. I don't want this video to be 100 years long, but I feel like it will be. And I'm not going to use anyone's actual name because I want to be respectful, even though these people I find to be personal demons. I don't know. I don't want to cause anyone any kind of trouble or chaos or whatever. I just want to get some things off my chest. So, if you didn't know, I work in a public school. I work in a high school, out in the middle of absolute nowhere. There's not a whole lot going on, really. And I'm maybe I think I am the youngest person in my staff. And that's, like, including the entire school. And I already look fairly young. I get teachers who confuse me for the TAs, the teachers assistants that we have at the front office all the time. There will be a number of teachers that ask how many TA periods I have because they always see me back there. And you think that they're being funny, like, haha, making a joke because I look young, but they genuinely mean that. I've had them go into the principal's office and ask if I was like, they call it SPED, which is like special education or something like that, or if I had like a special reason to always be back there and if they could nominate another student for that. And then my principal has to explain, like, no, she works here. What I do in the school is really important because I keep all of the students' records, so all of their transcripts, all of your documents, all of that. I'm in control of. I make sure that that's what it needs to be, and my office is in the very back corner, away from everybody, and I'm kind of just known as like the office cat because very rarely does anyone ever see me leave my office. Wonderful, great. I have Guts from Berserk as my wallpaper, and it'll shift to Hisoka, and it'll shift to Bloodborne, and I brought my old light up RGB keyboard, because I'm a faster typer on that than whatever. They had one of those split keyboards, like it was so stupid. I hated it, so I just brought my own keyboard because I knew that I could type like a madman with that one. And now every time anyone comes into my office, they always say, oh, I like your keyboard. It lights up. Where did you get that? And then when I tell them that it's like a, almost $100 keyboard, they're like, what? Why would you have that? All it does is light up. Why is it so much? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you just don't understand the comfort of typing. Anyway, I hate when people just come into my office just to, I don't know. Leave my keyboard alone. Like, what do you need from me? And I work, or am supposed to be working, as a team with my counseling department. They do all of the new enrollments, and I just drop all the kids. So if you want to leave my school, you go through me. If you want to join my school, you go through counseling. Great, wonderful, fantastic. I don't care. I just want to be a hub of records. What am I trying to say? So I have a lot of beef with counseling right now because the head lady of counseling, she doesn't look like an old, be-withered lady, but she acts like one, and if things aren't going her way, she is very clearly upset by that. She goes right over my head. Instead of talking to me directly, she's talking to our union about getting my role, what's it called? Like, she basically wants to delete my role and then just have me, not recasted, because that's what we would say at Disney, but wants to have me placed somewhere else, like a new placement. And if they do a new placement, it would just be to whatever is available in opening, and that would be the lunch ladies, and that is a $5 pay cut. They get maybe $10 an hour, and they work 3 hours out of the day because my school district is really cheap and doesn't want to pay anyone, so they keep people part-time to keep them from getting benefits like any other normal job, right? But you would think that, like, as a school, they would care about these things. They don't. And I mean, my principal has my back. He doesn't want to let that happen. So I have this meeting coming up. It'll be on the 9th, so wish me luck wherever you are. I will be having this meeting with my counseling department to go over like what it is that they expect from me and kind of what I want to do as a registrar. Because the woman that had my job before had been doing it for 20 years, and she did all the enrollments. The district turned into a central enrollment kind of thing, and so her job kind of got divvied up, and maybe she was upset that she couldn't do the enrollments anymore, so that's why counseling has whatever this weird beef is with record keeping. I don't know. Look, I don't want to sound like a lazy person or someone who, is a lazy bones, I guess, but the less responsibility I have at work, I'm not mad at. You guys want to do all that stuff? You guys want to take care of all the enrollment? Go for it, please, by all means. But as a record keeper, I'm not just responsible for my current year students, I'm also responsible for any student that had ever graduated from my high school, even before it had its current name. And I know that they cannot shoulder that burden. They literally have too much on their plate. And in my district, they're not considered administration. I am like a junior administrator because I can sign off on these transcripts. And if my principal wanted, I could do a lot of the like billing and things that like the secretaries of the vice principals do. But I told them, like, no, I don't care to have any of that kind of duty. That's not what I want. It's just if I'm going to be the one where if something goes wrong with records, as far as like we have this program called CalPads, and CalPads is what schools use to report to the state, and the state uses that to report that to the federal government, and that's basically how any school gets their money. I'm pretty sure every state has their own version of this. And so my job is to do and correct all of those errors, when they come. And this counseling department just gets upset about it because for some reason they don't want me to know how to do the things that they do. But if I have to make the corrections, I'm just gonna make the corrections. I've had no formal training in this job at all. The lady retired in June of 2021. I got the job in August 2021. I've had no formal training. No one spoke to me about anything. And I've been doing it all on my own. I have been watching my own tutorials on YouTube on how to use the program that we use, and just kind of reading all the official government websites and whatever handbooks I can find in my office about we call it ed code, but basically it's like educational law within the state and things like that. And I've been networking with other registrars from other districts, people who are just neighboring schools that are consistently requesting records from me, so I build a relationship with them. And no one can really tell me exactly what it is that this woman did. Everyone would say that Susie did X, Y, and Z. Susie was always doing this, and that. And I mean, sure, I don't know. But then I live in her old coffin, which is her desk, and I see the things that are in there. I've caught her cutting corners on a number of things. And I mean, look, I know that like maybe for some people they're like, well, I got my I went to a community college and then I went to a university. I don't even need any of my high school records, so why is that important? Blah, blah, blah. But look, there are some people that get incarcerated and they want to better their lives, so they need their whatever proof they can have of whatever schooling they did complete, so then they can finish off, get their high school diploma or their GED, whatever. Some people are like the class of 2019, 2020, where COVID happened and they didn't even get to finish their year. Schools weren't accepting their applications. They were just kind of left to the wind. Coming into the week, I had 146 transcript requests in my emails and like physical papers combined. And I'm not counting the individual schools that these students would ask me to request records to, because I had a few students that had me send it off to 5 different schools, 4 different schools, and 3 that needed 7 different schools. And like I said, this counseling department, they don't care about previous students because they only have the focus and the energy to concentrate on who's currently enrolled and who's currently graduating, which is absolutely fine, but I have to take care of everything else. And going back to how I caught this Susie lady cutting corners was I had a student that requested a transcript because he needed it for a job, and it was a really good job. According to what I had in my digital base, he did not graduate. So from the years 2004 to the current day, I have all of those transcripts digitally. Anything before that, I have to go in the very back dungeon and fish it out of those filing cabinets. This student graduated in 2006. In 2004, we switched from an old program called Sassy to something else. And let me just tell you, this woman refused to learn a new program. She refused to participate in learning this new program. She was really just holding her foot down. She just didn't want to learn. And I don't know. It's unfortunate because the transcript that we have printed in the back is the student's accurate transcript, but what I had digitally showed that he didn't graduate because she didn't properly enter in any of the courses. So what I printed out showed that he didn't graduate, and then he wasn't offered that job. They took it away from him. The following week, I get his wife calling me. She's crying, and she's just like, hey, I know that he graduated because his mom has photos of him in the hallway in his cap and gown, and you wouldn't just let someone walk if they didn't graduate. And she's like, we just had this baby, and this was a really awesome opportunity. Like, there must be something wrong. Can you double check? And so I do, and I contact our IT guy who checks the coding, and he's telling me that it's not a program error, it's a user error. And that's when I go in the back and see that, this transcript is, that we have in the back is printed from an old program, and it's accurate to what the wife is telling me about the student. And that's when I realized that this lady was cutting corners and not wanting to learn the new program. And I don't know, things like that really bother me because I don't want to screw up somebody's life like that. I think that's terrible. I don't care how old you are. If you want to do better and finish your education, or you have a really cool opportunity, why would I not want to support you in that? But this was something that no one knew was going on or that happened, and it was not something that was left in it. I wasn't even left notes about this, So it's just things like that. So for me, it's a red flag that, like, hey, we need to document things in our database, in our program, because this is just too much. Let me find a blush. BRB. I don't know what I want to use. I will go with this one. So, right. So, for me, it's just important to have a database that I can count on and that I know is accurate, because if I drop dead right now, they're just going to put somebody else in that position. And I mean, I don't know, maybe I would be rolling over in my grave if I did not set up the next person for success. I don't know, like, maybe you guys don't care about your jobs enough like that. I don't know. I don't want to screw with somebody else's life. That's too much responsibility on me. Even in guest services, even if that guest really was rude and annoying, I would never mess with somebody's money like that. And I don't know. I'm getting paid to do guest service. I'm not being paid to make friends. So I still have to treat everybody the same, unfortunately. So I don't know. That's just my dilemma with them, and it seems like they don't know a whole lot about what my job tasks are, but they want me to do X, Y, and Z and drop everything for them, and it's just frustrating. So at this meeting, it's me and my administration team. So basically, my principal, his assistant, and the vice principal that overlooks them. Now, this woman, we'll call her Allison. Allison and I work in the same office. Counseling works in a different office, across campus, and I'm in the administration office with the rest of administration. So she's always seeing me work. She has a kid that likes JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so it's always fun when she comes in there, and she just found out that the new season dropped, so she's just like, have you watched it? Stone Ocean, isn't that so fun? And I love it because talking anime with anybody is a good pastime, or one of my favorite pastimes. I don't care how old or young you are. And anyway, she has touched base with me about some of the complaints that were made directly to her over my head. No one talked to me about these things. And even she has said a number of times, the things that they are saying are not the things that I'm seeing. So I too would like to have a meeting with them and touch base with them and see what it is exactly that they want. And so that's what's happening on the 9th. And I don't know, I'm a little nervous because I don't like confrontation in a workplace, because you have to keep a certain sense of professionalism. And I always feel that I'm going to be someone that just flies off the handle. I don't think I have an angry streak. I just think I've watched too many animes in my life, and I just get very passionate about, like, I think what you're doing is stupid and you're being stupid. And again, I don't know. I don't want to believe this is like a personal attack on me. I don't think they have a problem with like Hana the person. They just have a problem with the registrar position. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. Couldn't. Even just trying to recall all, like, I'm trying to condense this like very long stupid thing into like a short video because I'm already at 20 minutes. But I don't know. I just find it really dumb and stupid that this is even an issue or a problem. But every time I go to work, it seems to be one thing or another. And it's like, okay, fine. But I don't know. I'm kind of over their whole attitude about it. So hopefully this meeting, like I said, is just to relegate who does what. And I don't want it to be like a personal attack on anyone. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to beat anyone. I'm like Itachi. I just live in the shadows and do what I need to do and make sure that the village is okay. That's it. That's all my job is. It's very thankless, and I'm okay with that. And I like the stupid, tedious work that it is, because I don't have to think much about it. I would not say that this is my dream job in any way. This is just a day job, so that's why I think this is even more frustrating, because I really don't care. I have this job because I moved due to the pandemic, and I need to pay bills because I don't come from a super rich family, unfortunately, where, you know, I could just be rich and live off my family's wealth. I, unfortunately, have to work. And I don't know, I couldn't put all of that burden on my partner. I think that's really screwed up. We're both adults. We all should be paying our dues. So that said, that's all this job means to me, but it's an important job because it does affect people's futures. And I mean, I don't know, I guess I was just really excited to work in the school district because it was like set hours, kind of set holidays, and, you know, I could still make content and still have fun. But if I'm being honest, there will be long days at work where I'm very frustrated and I don't feel like sitting in front of the camera and pretending that like I'm in a good mood. And sure, I guess I could sit there and do like scary dark goth makeup like Ghost Main and just have a moment like that, but that's not, I don't know, I don't want to make content that I wouldn't watch, and if I'm in a bad mood, why would anyone watch that? I don't know. I mean, I hope you wouldn't watch that. That would be terrible. Because I don't find that entertaining. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know, I don't want it to affect me, and I hope that the results I get from this meeting are just for the best, whatever they are. Because again, I don't know, like, if I can't meet them all the way, I want to at least meet them halfway or meet them wherever I can. But I'm just tired of like these big egos like in a work setting, and it's just like, what do you guys do? You guys literally have a community job, and the only thing you should be concerned about is serving your community. Instead of serving yourself, and who you serve are these little teenagers who are kind of little demons, but that's literally what you signed up for. So I don't know what to tell you. That's not to say that, you know, like you should just let people not be good at their jobs and whatever, but why are you going above me and trying to get my position deleted? Because I'm telling you, hey, let's keep track of all of our records inside of our secure database instead of they use Gmail as their main email. The school does. That's so unsecure. Like, I don't know who let that happen. I don't know how that passed, but that's a thing. And then this same department only keeps like a Google Doc of like our new kids coming in that I have to do record requests for. They never update it, even though they themselves will also request records. And but I'm supposed to update it on top of my other things. But like I said, this page is only being seen by their department, and these are things that should all be tracked within our secure database, so I kind of refuse to use their Google Docs. But anyway, and then I think they get frustrated because they were able to walk all over, what did I name her? Susie? They were able to walk all over old Susie because she's computer illiterate and didn't really care. And then I think she just, I don't know, the stress of COVID, she was just like, all right, I'm retiring, bye. And then that was it. Anyway, what I'm noticing is that there's a lot of, again, egos and personalities. But another thing that's kind of also going on in the background that, you know, makes me kind of nervous about the workplace is, so my principal is a black man. And this is only important and vital to the story because where I live is a predominantly white neighborhood. Lots of Mormons, lots of Christians. Nothing against them. But I don't think, how do I say this gracefully? You can tell that there are people who have a problem with him just because of his race, and I don't know, it's so bizarre to me, and I don't know, I know I've mentioned this a few times, but at my previous job, I worked at Disneyland, and I worked with a bunch of people that stressed me out, that gave me so much anxiety and depression. I was on medication, seeing a therapist, and like really deep into this whole like mental health thing, and I don't know, it was just kind of, I look back on it and I'm like, oh my gosh, that place really just kind of like robbed me of myself, and it's just, I don't know, it's just sad to think about. So it's nice to have a boss who sees what I do and appreciates all the work that I put into it and understands that like our values are the same. He's very much about teamwork. He loves, you know, when people come and say hi and bye to him in his office, and, you know, just touching base and whatever and helping out where they can. And I mean, that's the same thing that I have. We don't have to be friends at work, but we all work and do the same thing, so why not? Our common enemy is that we have to work under capitalism. Why are we beating each other up? We should be beating up capitalism. And I know, he's a very sweet guy, and I love him, and I've never had anyone kind of like, or I guess I've never had a boss or someone above me really support me in the way that he does, and I think he's absolutely wonderful and great, and I want nothing but the best for this man because I think he is just so awesome and just so sweet. And it's really sad to see that there are people who constantly just fight him because he is of a different race, and they use that, and, you know, like maybe he just doesn't give them what they want, and then, you know, all of a sudden they have a problem with him and how he does things. But he, I don't know, there's like a huge problem within this school where it seems like there's a bunch of personalities just running havoc. And maybe you also work in a school district or something, and this sounds familiar to you, and you're just like, well, that's just how all schools are, blah, 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 whatever. But that's a problem. It shouldn't be like that. Because like I said, you were working a service job. You were working for the kids. That's it. And wow. What an eye look I'm doing. Very green. Anyway, what was I saying? So I don't know. It's just sad to see that kind of stuff because, you know, I'll kind of be the last one to leave my office because I'm still finishing up putting some stuff in the post and making sure that everything is accurate because I have these other people, like, you know, just trying to take my job away from me for some reason because they're demons. And I'll be the last one to leave, and, you know, I can hear some of the conversations that happen, and I know it's not for me, and I'm not trying to be nosy and in anybody's business, but I hear some of the things that they say and how upset they are and things like that, and I don't know, it makes me sad because, like I said, I really like this boss. I think they're absolutely wonderful, and they've been nothing but good to me, so whatever I can do to return the favor. Now, they will be sitting in this meeting, and I mean, they're all on the same page as me. They all agree with me and everything that I'm saying, because they're like, yeah, this has gone on long enough, you know, and there needs to be some kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? There needs to be some kind of delegation, because like I said, this CalPADS program is how anybody gets money, and and if that stuff is just not done accurately, people aren't going to get paid, programs are going to get cut, and like, I don't know, I would also feel terrible if I got someone's program cut because I wasn't entering in records. Like, again, I don't gain anything, I do not gain anything from screwing, I don't know, just like screwing with anybody's work, I guess. I don't know, like, or records. I would like these kids to take advantage of the programs that they have, but if they don't, they don't. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just am a record keeper. Let me finish. I'm gonna try to do some dramatic lashes, and I will be right back. BRB. Okay, so I have my lashes on. I did some eyeliner. I did my lip liner, and like, I'm not mad at this look. I kind of forget what I was getting all hot and heavy over before I did my lashes. What a therapy session. I'm gonna go in with this Mercury Wave from Klados, and let's see what happens. I don't know. I was wanting to really tap into something, I guess. So I don't know, like I said, I have a really great boss that I love and appreciate, and it's just sad to see the things that are going on. The women in particular, these vice principal assistants that are giving him a hard time. It's hard to talk and do my lips at the same time. They had told everybody that they were leaving at the end of December. We go on like a school break, not this week, but next week, I believe. And so they were supposed to be gone. Their last day would be the last day before break. But it seems like they're not going anywhere, that they're going to be staying at the school, which is a shame because I think my principal was very much looking forward to them not being there anymore. Wow, it's really hard to do lips and talk at the same time. I'm sorry. But can I say that I like this lip combo with this like brown and this purple? Very complimentary. We're doing things. And my teeth don't look crazy different colored. Wow, how fun. I'll let that set a little bit, and then I guess maybe I'll try the gloss. But to kind of wrap things up, I'm just kind of sad to see my boss go through that kind of stuff. I think it's really lame and stupid, and I don't know, I think it's really lame and stupid that individuals in this stupid school district have their own stupid little battles that they have to fight. Like, I don't know, I just want to put the big like colossal titan in like my office, you know, when they're like looking over the wall. And live my Ed and Yeager dreams, because I don't know, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of capitalism, but I'm also tired of I don't know, I guess my dream job would to be something where I don't have to clock in anywhere, I don't have to talk to anyone, I can just do what I need to do, and that's it, whatever that is. So I want to keep creating content, like I said, that's enjoyable for me, so I'm gonna work on not letting the work stuff really get to me. I'm hoping that like this meeting will just be the end all be all of any blank space, any weird whatever, and then if there are issues and problems, you know, there's ways that we can work around it, because I'm just tired of the communications happening where I'm not involved in it and they're going above me, and you know, like, just touch base with me. I don't know, like I don't, it's just frustrating because I don't think that I'm someone that's like very cut off, and like I said, I'm very much for my team, and the job that I do just has a lot of other people's lives at stake, and it's not in my best interest to not be good at my job for a number of reasons. But let's go in with this gloss. Like I said, this is the shade Rosy. It's not like the other one. This one I believe is just a high shine lip gloss. We'll see what happens. Maybe I shouldn't put something so pink on my purple lips. But it is what it is. It feels nice. It feels slippery, just like the, what is this? The lip tint oil and gloss thing. I don't know. Are these just almost the same product? I don't know. It does feel a little bit more sticky. I don't think I could use this like on my cheeks, but I don't mind. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for listening to me kind of, I don't know, give you the work tea, I guess. My look was inspired because I am wearing my Grinch t-shirt. It's Spirit Week at school, and today was holiday socks, but the only holiday socks are some Halloween jack-o'-lantern socks. Tomorrow is a holiday sweater, which is the only one I have is also the Grinch. So I don't know, a theme here, a theme. I really like this green look. I used the Tammy Tenuka and the pistachio palette, and like, girl, it's good. It's really good. So let me know in the comments down below, what are some good arguments to bring to the table? And I don't know, are you also going through some like workplace like drama? I think everybody was so excited to like work from home, and we all dread going back, I think. I don't know. At least I feel that way, but I didn't work from home. I was just unemployed at home. Some people thrive with like, and they need to like talk to other people in the office. And if that's you, that's absolutely wonderful for you. That's just not me. I don't know. I like efficiency, and I can get things done on my own, and I don't know. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.